Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Montgomery, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Now a 2nd down and 6. Fields now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Scott Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On play action, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, it's Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd down and goal. Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On second down, it's Montgomery, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Back to throw, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. That ends up pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board here, the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A give. This is Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Now Brady. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Jakeem Grant now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run, Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. With a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. To throw is Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jesse James. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On play action, now Brady. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Flushed out right. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook. Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Cook following the penalty. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Fields throw complete here to Komet.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields
eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's got this down to the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Brady to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Brady going to look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Buccaneers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.